Hi, you're welcome to another episode of Mirage Real Estate Talk. My name is Amarachi Njoku, like you all know. So today I'm going to give you idea or tips on how you can invest in this real estate company. You know how you can actually invest in this real estate company and make good money for yourself. Aside the basic one that we know, you buy land, you use it for a period of time, and within a particular period of time, it increases in value. That is just like the basic that everybody should have. And if you don't have the land yet, you're wasting your time, you're missing out. So I'm going to give us 5 ways in which we can invest in the real estate industry and make good, clean, legal money. The number one that I'm going to give us here is the long-term residential rental value. So here you 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 put up your properties for rent for residential purposes. You can put family there, you can put whoever you want to put there for their residential purposes. You earn money yearly, annually on this your property. So depending on where your location, where your property is located, that will determine the rental value that you would make in a year. So that you leave it for a long period of time, let's say 15 to 20 years, depending on how long you want to leave your property before you now decide that okay, I want to sell off this property. So that is just one. You make rental income yearly till the stage where you decide that you want to sell your property. Then the second one is the real estate investment trust fund. So here, it's not like a trust, regular trust fund. Here you have developers, you have real estate companies that are into big capital intensive projects. And instead of them going to the bank to get investment from bank, to get loan from bank to finance this project, they come to you individuals to get funds to invest into this project. So they use your fund to finance this project. In turn, they give you back your fund and they give you with an interest on it, depending on the period of time and the amount that you are willing to invest into that project. So a lot of real estate firms do this, but try to make sure you get the real estate company that are genuine, because some might promise you high return on investment, and trust me, you won't even get your capital by the talk of your interest. So try to get a genuine investment company and put your money in it. You're not buying the property, you're not owning the property, you're just investing. We have pool of investors that pool funds together like crowdfunding to fund a particular project. So when you fund this project is in turn, it appreciates, it gets appreciation with that has it developed, and they use this money once they have sold out, or some company will tell you when I'm sold out I will refund, while some as they're selling and they're getting their money back, they refund the customers, the investor, with the interest rate. And it is actually very lucrative. If I were you, I would invest in that. I don't need to buy the property. All I'm just doing is to give an aid to finance that particular project. Then the third one is commercial purposes. Yes, this is what most of us are used to. You know, you can have a property, you're not living in it, you're not selling it out. So it is also giving you rental value, but this time for commercial purposes, not residential purposes. If you remember the first one we said for residential purposes, right? This time you were saying for commercial purposes. So for you, putting your property out for commercial purposes means you can rent it out to schools, hospitals, even to church. You can rent your property out to church. You can rent it out for maybe as an office space. People can use your building, your property as an office space. So you get rental value, either yearly or monthly, as the case may be. So you furnish it nicely, you make it, you renovate it. Sometimes the dwellers or the company or the entity that is renting that apartment out for business could be the one to furnish it and make it look habitable. And if you want your value to go higher, you can renovate and make sure it is beautiful and neat. So you rent it out to companies, hospitals, any business owner that needs a space, and they use that for their office space and use it as business for business purpose. And trust me, the rental value you get for business purposes and the rental value you get for residential purposes are different. For commercial purpose is higher because you know you are using that property to they are, you know that the people renting it, they are using it to also make money. So it is quite higher than when you just want to put it for families to just live in and be comfortable. Then fourth one is the option of lease. So this lease comes in different forms. You can have short-term lease and you can have a long-term lease. So when I said you can put up your property to offices for office spaces or to church, so you can actually do the normal short-term lease, maybe from 3 to 5 years. You can do a short-term lease of 3 to 5 years. You lease it out to this particular company or church or whatever they want, whoever wants to rent it out. And within this period, you already make your money. You've made your money. You're not collecting rental value from them every month or every year. You already they've paid for 5 years. You've leased it to them for 5 years, and they've paid you for that 5 years. And sometimes, if it is a longer lease, long-term lease, maybe as long as 15, 20 years, so you can get the money every 5 years. So they can break it down for every 5 years. You know, they can do installment payments, or they can do installment payments in 3 installments to pay you in 3 installments within this 20 years. They can pay you upfront if the people invest in people using it have the fund. You understand? And within this period where you're leasing this property out, you are prohibited from selling that property. When the property is still on lease, you're prohibited from selling that property. And if you're going to sell that property, the dwellers, those that are the occupants, are the people that you would first, you know, throw out that option of selling it to them, first of all, before you even try to look outside elsewhere. And the fifth one is what some of us know, like vacation home, like rental, vacation renter. This is a very short period of time. You put out your properties for a short period of time. You for vacation, people that are coming, you make it look like a short stay for a short stay or like an Airbnb. You rent it out. That one you can get daily income. You can get daily income, weekly income, depends on how long you are staying. So it is just for a period of time. You put it out, you own a property, and you design this property for vacation purpose. You understand? You get the the location that has influx of tourists or influx of travelers, of people going for vacation, and you build a beautiful fancy property there and you use that as vacation home. So anybody that wants to come into the country, they can use that and stay for a period of time, and they go a short like a short stay. So we have every other one. We have the contract flipping, we have the home renovation where you get property that is lesser and you renovate it and you sell it out in a market for higher um, price, for higher value. We have all of this, but I'm going to give you just those five for today. When next we meet again, I'll be giving you probably other five, or we'll have a more interesting conversation on real estate. Thank you for staying tuned, and don't forget to like my post, share my post, and most importantly, patronize your girl. Thank you very much. Until we meet again. Ciao.